So most of you all know these concepts might be as you few of you people are working in the industry, but just treat like it was a refresher for you. How much time you will take to start recording? Yeah, recording started. So, so the, Hi all, welcome to the Mulesoft demo session. So these are the contents we are going to discuss. So we'll discuss about introduction about me, the trainer, and integration and its history, before and after middleware, how the integrations are, and what is the middleware and top middleware tools in the market, and MuleSoft as an integration platform, how would it support that, and advantages of using MuleSoft, and prerequisite to learn the MuleSoft as well as to run the MuleSoft in your systems, and what you will get in my training, and just a suggestion how to choose a trainer. So let's go to about the trainer. About myself, my name is Kishore, and I have overall 11 plus years of experience. And actually, today, on December 21st, I started my career in 2009. So, somewhat coincidence, your batch has also started today. And started my career on Java. Past 2.5 years, I was on Java, and later I converted into my profile was converted into middleware. So the reason being I converted to middleware is when I started preparing for the interviews for the Java, it took me almost 2 to 2.5 months to only prepare the interviews. Need to start with core Java, advanced Java, Spring, Servlet, struts, EJBs, whatnot. There are a lot of different topics I need to learn every day. So I was get frustrated, and then I verified for what is the best thing in the market, who has a demand, which has a demand, and which we can learn an entire thing in 30-35 days, and where I could get more package. So these three things I have verified in the market. I went for many of the courses, demos and all. Then finally I fixed for a middleware. So then I started my career on the middleware. So overall I have 8 plus years of integrations, 8 plus years of experience in the integrations, where I worked with many middleware tools. So popularly on Oracle Server Suite and then Mule. So apart from that, I worked on TIPCO BW, I worked on WSO2SV, I worked on Activity BPM. So there are, just if you learn one and if you learn the concepts and if you identify the way to learn, so you can easily learn anything. Okay, and then I'm a certified developer, certified architect as well in the Mule. So MCD4, Mule Certified Developer 4. So 4 is a version of the Mule 4 version. So and then MCIA, Mule Certified Integration Architect, and Mule Certified Platform Architect. So currently I was working for directly with the MuleSoft company's project, but I'm not a MuleSoft employee. And the training experience, I do have training experience. I started in my studying day, in my college days. I started giving home tuitions for the school going children, and later I started as a part-time trainer. I started with Oracle database, core Java. I have given Oracle server suite training for almost 3 to 4 years. And then another middleware tool called Oracle integration cloud, and then I was with the Mule. So this was about myself. I was giving Mule training from the last 8 months in this market, but I do train people in my office from last, I think, 2015. I have been in training in the I have been giving trainings in the office as well. So that is about my professional experience as well as the training experience. And then let's start with what is integration and its history. So integration. So anyone will give an idea what is integration? Anyone of you has any line? What is integration? In just a simple word.
Integration means fetch data from two systems and will club the data. Like if you want to access the data from somewhere else instead of like the same system, like we can connect using the connector to get the data from the third party system
Okay.
where we can fetch the data and
Okay.
integrate the data.
Okay. Anyone else?
Integration, it is a middleware which helps to integrate the two softwares in any of our systems.
Okay. This is good. Okay. So integration. So first we'll try to learn the concepts in a generic way, and then we'll apply that knowledge into the technology side. So so if you the process of making communication or data transfer between multiple systems or applications is called integrations. What is integration? When I go and suppose when I go outside to buy a land or to buy a flat, so I don't know who is buying it. I don't know how to approach them, or I don't know the language they speak. So I need some guy who will combine both of us, the seller and the buyer. So that guy is called integrator. That guy is called a broker. In the same way, if you apply the same thing inside your IT, so you in IT you may have many systems available in your organization. So how do you enable communication? Why you need to enable communication? Communication means exchanging the words. Communication means transferring something from here to there. So in systems communication, they will talk with each other by transferring the data. So the process of communication or data transfer between either systems or applications is called integration. So you can convert this into a real-time picture where you will approach a middleman to get some services done. And then if there is no data transfer, then no integration. If you don't want to buy a flat or if you don't want to buy a land, you no need to go to the broker, right? So when there is a data transfer, then only we will have an integrations. So in early days of integration, in early days of the system, so how people needs to, or how systems will exchange the data. So one system side people will get a printout of the data and they will hand over to the different system of the people, and then they will start entering the data into their own system. That is the way initially it was started, the integration. Then later, when software applications are increased, so instead of getting that paper as a printout, the same paper, this a soft copy, they used to exchange over the emails. And when web applications are evolved, so when www dot is comes into the picture, internet comes into the picture, a lot of data is persisted in individual applications. It means each web application is a separate entity. So they used to, generate lot of data in day-to-day transactions they are doing. So there is a lot of data available in the persisted means stored in individual applications context. Might be it's a database, or might be it's a file system, or it might be anything. So they saved the data. So this is the point where middleware or integration system, the requirement was born. So at that time, they used something called SOAP web services to uh, application integrations or data integrations over different technology system. So they don't want to send the emails, or they don't want to exchange over the data or the paper. So they got a requirement saying, why don't we automate the process? Why don't we, if I create a one record in system A, why don't automatically the data should go to the system B and store there as well? So that's the requirement. That's the from that thought your integrations or your middleware was born. So in the first generation they used the SOAP web services to automate the this kind of integration. So we'll see what is the SOAP web services when we start in the next slides. um, And then, so before middleware, how they used to integrate the things. So they used to integrate the things. You say example, take different systems in your organization, say some custom system, some database. So when they want to enable the integration, they used to enable the integration in this way directly. System used to send the data to other system used to also send the response back to the first system. In the similar fashion, they used to enable the integration between all the systems in one-on-one manner. So like that, if you have all these five systems or six systems needs to integrate with each other, it should be each and every system needs to communicate with the other system. So it would be like these kind of architecture, these kind of clumsy way your integration will be. At one point of time, if you have, if your systems are keep on increasing, your, confusion will keep on increasing in this middleware point of view, in this integration point of view. If you have n systems in the n systems, at least you need n into n minus 1 systems integrations. So this is not the ideal way to do the integration. At some point of time, your systems will be messed up with the integrations and you will lose track on your integrations. So then what is the best way to integrate the things? How the industry solve this problem? So industry solve this problem in the next slide. But let's try to see the small, drawbacks of it. Just these are few theoretical points. Drawbacks of point-to-point integrations. So these integrations are called point-to-point integrations because this arrow is starting at one point and ending at other point. It means it's combining the 2 points here. So these are called point-to-point integrations. So suppose whoever is producing the message, so if the message producer URL will got change, um, it will affect the message consumers which are accessing it. So let's take this as in screen capture, and then we'll try to use it in the next slides as well. So the first point, if there is a change at one point here, so if there is a change here, this system URL or this system address, host, or anything got changed, it will give impact on all the systems, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will give impact on all the systems which are accessing it. So and if these two systems are talking in a different terminology, or they store the data in a different format or different terminology, altogether these systems are, one is from say .NET, another is from Java, then it's not easy to interact. They will not understand each other's technology. So if message types of two applications are differed, so these are like small things that will impact your integrations. And uh, and these are also tightly coupled connections. Tightly coupled connections means if there is a small change happened over here in one system, it would automatically impact the other systems. So suppose today I'm using Oracle database. Tomorrow I plan to go for a free database called MySQL. So at that time it needs to change in the all the places. So like that you will have the challenges available in this particular model of the integration. And so what is the solution to this? So industry has provided a solution called middleware tool. With this help, we are enabling the new integrations. So you will have any number of systems in your in your organization. Let's take these six systems for the example. So in these six systems, if you want to enable the communication, so you will not allow to communicate one to one. What you will do, you will come with a product called middleware in the middle of your systems. So whatever the communication goes out or comes in to your system, that will happen through the middleware. So your middleware, you as a system here needs to send data to only to your middleware system, and you will inform the middleware system saying that, hey, send my data to the system X. So your middleware will take care of that. So if the system needs to communicate with each other, so that system will send to middleware will hand over it. So this guy will need not to bother about the other system, what is its data format, whether it is available or not, or um, what is its technology. No, this guy need not to be worry about that. Your middleware will take care of all the things. Suppose if your the system is down, your middleware will store the data for some time, and when it comes online, then it will hand over. If it only knows XML, and it will only knows only flat file format. Flat file means general text files, right? Yeah, then no worries, your middleware will take that XML, convert into your text file and give it. So here, and now you have a database. So today you are working with a database called Oracle. Tomorrow you are planning to convert that into MySQL. You don't need to worry. So only code will change is at the middleware level. So that will be taken care. Okay. So like this is the new way of integrating the systems with the help of middleware. Even if any new systems comes into the picture, if they need to do integrations with the other systems, already we have developer integrations here. Say that new system needs to send the data to this database, so only new system needs to identify what is the existing process available to connect to this system, and that new system needs to call that integration, then data will automatically go to the database with a small or minimal amount of modifications. So this is about typically about middleware. Then we'll try to understand middleware in the technical terms. So the name middleware comes from the fact that it is the software that sits between two or more applications. So we have already seen the middleware is something which sits between two or more application, and so these definitions are something like big, but try to understand in such a way that they will be very very easy. So the same definition, but in different terminology. So it's a software that bridges gap between other applications, tools, database, in order to provide unified services to the user that glue the connects different software platforms and devices together. What it means, you may have different application tools and database, but for the user you will provide the common service that user doesn't know from where your data is getting. So your middleware will get the data from all these systems and will provide the services to the user as a software platform or different devices. From different devices or applications, your middleware will get the data and hand over the required data to the user as a single service. And then middleware provides messaging service. Messaging services means those who doesn't have on same technology or same are not happy to handle the same data, same kind of data. So there you can use this messaging services or messaging frameworks like soap and rest. With the help of that, you can integrate any of the systems, and different ways of integration. So whenever any tool, if you go to the any integration tool, you will see these are the only ways to integrate the system. So by exchanging the files, so this is the most legacy way, but still people are using this files exchange over the SFTP or FTP. Will exchange the files, and then some system will send the records and insert the records into the database, and other system will read from the database. And messaging, we will use the messaging service called JMS and MQ, and we'll have web services like SOAP and REST. With the help of this, we can also enable the integrations, and every integration tool will support application based connectors. So for each and every popular applications there is a different way of connecting, and a different operations will perform on that. Every middleware tool will come with connectors or adapters to connect and to send and receive the data from that systems. So the most popular tools like SAP, Workday, Salesforce, and ServiceNow. These are the examples I have given. Like this, you will have hundreds plus of connectors are available in the market for each middleware tool. This is not specific to one middleware tool. So each middleware tool with if you take any of the middleware tool, this slide is common for them. So even in our course, we'll start with the file, we'll go to database, we'll cover JMS, we'll cover SOAP and REST services in detail, and then we'll cover one of the connectors available here, that is Salesforce. So just no, take a screen capture of the slide. So there, every day, every one or the other session, we'll come back here and then we will see the slide and then we'll continue our process. So the next thing is popular middleware tools. So till now we have discussed, about some basic concepts of the middleware, and that, so what are the middleware tools and currently available in the market, and what are the popular. So MuleSoft is the topmost in the list, and then we have Boomi, Dell Boomi, and we have SnapLogic. So these three are top in the market now. SnapLogic is yet to evolve. It was slowly getting the traction in the market. And then we have legacy tools called Oracle Server Suite and TIBCO BW. These two are the competitors in the market from 2008, and even TIBCO is far old compared to Oracle Server Suite. But till 1 or 2 years back, this has a good market. And now, due to the new things in the market, cloud integrations, REST integrations, these are just fall behind the race. So in that place, MuleSoft and Dell Boomi has occupied these two places, and these two are the best middleware tools available in the market. And if you come to the open source, you will have WSO2 ESB, Java CSB, and you have SAP PI, you have Apache Camel, if you are coming from a Java background. So these are the different integration tools we can use to do the integrations. Wherever you will go, the integrations that you will do is this. Without this, there is no other way to do the integrations. Okay, so before I go to the MuleSoft as an integration platform, so anyone has any questions in this? Are you able to catch the points? Yes, no?
Yes,
Okay,
Kishore, good to go.
okay. So let me know whenever you have a question. So just this is a demonstration session. So just to understand the concepts, I was covering this. So MuleSoft as an integration platform, we'll try to see what is the definition they have given. Then later we will try to break that up, and then we'll see point by point. So MuleSoft is a vendor that provides an integration platform to help businesses connect data, application, devices across on-premise and cloud computing environments. Same middleware definition that we have seen a few slides back, what it is doing. So it helps the business to connect what it's connecting, data. If data exists in some other place, applications, if you have multiple applications in your organization. Recently people started adding devices and then cloud. What is devices? So everyone is using mobile, everyone is you know generating the data from the mobile. If you buy a ticket or if you book a ticket, or if you create a post in the Facebook or Twitter, so that is nothing but your data is generating from the devices. So even your devices is also part of your integration now. Previously we'll only have integration between the applications, but now into the picture devices are came, and whether your applications or devices are either in on-premise or cloud computing environment. Say if you take a Java application, .NET application, you guys might be deploying your applications in your either company's company data centers, or customer data centers. Those are called on-premise. If you are maintaining your hardware in your local to your office, local to your customer environment, that is called on-premise. And if you are using something is already hosted by someone, that is called cloud computing. So Gmail is something like cloud. You are not hosting it. Gmail is hosting it somewhere else. So that is called cloud computing. So now why MuleSoft is so popular. So this is the reason. It is its integration strategies or its integration tools support to connect data applications and devices across exist on the on-premise or it exists on the cloud computing environment. And it is based out of San Francisco, and it was founded by 2006 by Rasmussen. So according to the company's website, the MuleSoft drives from the platform's ability to eliminate the integrations donkey work. So he thought like, he's like working on the Java, and then he's writing a Java code to integrate the systems. So he thought like he was doing the same kind of work in every other project. So he thought like it was a donkey work. So he wants something which is more productive, and which can be reusable. So that's the reason he founded in a company. He come up with an integration tool. So why he named as a MuleSoft? So he thought like the work is like a donkey, and the donkey will carry the more load, and but it will walk very slowly. And whereas horse can go fast, but it cannot carry more load. So he wants to, there is a hybrid product between horse and donkeys, some male horse, female horse, something like that. I'm not sure on that exactly, but it's a hybrid product between donkey's breed and horse breed. That's name is Mule. Then he thought like Mule is the best suitable for its name. So that's how your MuleSoft comes into the picture with its hybrid capabilities in the integration. So the latest one is MuleSoft is not a company now. It was acquired by Salesforce, a SaaS provider. So Salesforce now uses MuleSoft, its MuleSoft technology as part of its technology stack. We are going to get a new product from Salesforce called Salesforce Integration Cloud. From that, your MuleSoft is part of that. Okay, and then according to MuleSoft website, as of July 2018, it has over 1,200 plus customers. So in these 2 years, I promise there will be huge hike on this number, and it has a competitors include Boomi, Dell Boomi, Tipco Software, Apache. So these are the other softwares that we have seen in the previous slide. And MuleSoft customer base. So this is the customer base, 1,100 plus customers. It was again 1 or 2 years old slide, and it has around 1.75 lakh developers worldwide. I'm pretty sure that these two numbers got almost doubled in these 2 years. And then out of the top 10 auto companies, three are using MuleSoft. Out of top 10 banks, five are using MuleSoft. Out of top five retailers, two are using MuleSoft. So this is the picture from the MuleSoft, one of the MuleSoft training. I captured it. So if you see the banks, you can have Bank of America here, and then there is something called Wells Fargo. Uh, where is it? Yeah, here it is. And then auto companies, you will have Audi here, and somewhere else in this picture you will have Tesla as well. So like that, most of the companies are acquiring MuleSoft as an integration tool. So once after Salesforce has acquired MuleSoft, MuleSoft demand get increased like anything, because Salesforce is a company where it's a leader in the CRM. So they have lots of customers in the Salesforce who are using Salesforce. Now the same company is providing a new middleware tool already, which has a good name in the market. So from that point onwards, your MuleSoft demand has increased. That's the reason I was teaching now, and you guys are learning as well. So otherwise we might haven't learned this. So MuleSoft customer base. Already we have seen this slide. Advantages of MuleSoft. So we'll talk only small portion of this slide, but these slides will be used for you as a reading material. So that's the reason there are much content available in the slides, but I will cover only the required content. So accessible, any developer can learn the Mule, and its development is based on the drag and drop. We'll see in the next uh, I think tomorrow's session we will see a small example. There you can see how you can develop a simple application in the MuleSoft without writing a single line of code on your hand. Everything will do drag and drop. So these are like some technical terms like lightweight, not just a mediation. If you have an idea, you will understand it. If you don't have an idea, by end of the course, you will understand the definitions of it. Lightweight means you don't need to install a big server to do integrations. Previously, there are few integration tools where you need to install 2 or 3 GB of data, 2 or 3 GB of software, database, and some plugins on it. So only installation is a big task here, but MuleSoft is a very lightweight in the terms. So not just a mediation. Even it's not handovering, taking the data here and handovering the data. It can we can develop REST and SOAP services in the MuleSoft as well. It should support that. And message agnostic, it means it is not fixed to any one of the messaging format. It can support all popular messaging format existing in the market. Say example XML, JSON, plain text, and so on. And cloud ready. This is the best beautiful point I would say. So above all the other points you will get from the um, other middleware tools as well. Cloud ready is something like you don't need, if you previously whenever anyone is using any middleware product, so they use it to install the software. They used to install the software in their on-premises servers. So MuleSoft comes with cloud ready, where you have already existing servers available with the MuleSoft, where you'll just develop your application and then directly deploy your applications in the MuleSoft provided cloud. This is the most impacting point in the market. MuleSoft has an MuleSoft Cloud Hub is an integration platform that is called iPaaS, integration platform as a service, that gets your integrations up and running in minutes. So ready-made runtime is available on the cloud, no need of any installations and setup. And even this runtime is a very powerful runtime, and it's a zero downtime run zero downtime. So we'll talk more on this, especially in a session where we'll talk about MuleSoft any point platform. But as personally I do like only this point on the MuleSoft, as I have seen other middleware tools. So in development point of wise, there is no that much great in the MuleSoft compared to the other. But what I do like is this is the most beautiful point in the middleware market now. And it has a connectors to support all major technologies. As I said in the previous slide, you can do integrations with the file, you can do integrations with the help of databases, and you can do integrations with the help of messaging services like JMS, MQ, and REST and SOAP. So all middleware technologies will support connectors to connect to major technologies like SAP, Salesforce, something like that. So MuleSoft has 4 different kinds of connector to connect to the external systems. And if you don't find any connector to the any systems, they have an SDK to develop the connectors. With the help of that, you can develop your own connector as well. And these are the advantages of MuleSoft. And MuleSoft licensing, it comes with the two versions, community version and enterprise version. And everyone now is learning enterprise version. No one is using community version. Um, Even whatever we used to learn, you will use the enterprise version only, but that is a trial version, exists for the 30 days. Okay, there's not much to discuss on this because we never considered this as point as of our development point. And then the most important slide for you guys is prerequisite to learn the MuleSoft. So to learn the MuleSoft, from my point of view, to learn not only MuleSoft, to learn any software codes in the market, there is no prerequisite to learn anything. So if you approach a proper trainer, he will teach you all the required prerequisites. So even in my case, I'd say no prerequisite is required to learn the MuleSoft. The experience from my previous batches is those who have learned some bits and pieces, they would have some questions while I am teaching. Those who came with an empty mind, they are easily understanding the concepts that I was teaching. So in my point of view, if you come like a white paper, and this is the right place for you to learn the MuleSoft. So anyone with basic understanding on the computer can learn the Mule. That is about prerequisites to learn the MuleSoft. And hardware prerequisite. So as we are doing in the remote basis, you need to have your own system to run the applications, to practice the applications. For that, a minimum of 4 GB RAM is needed. So remaining CPU and all were good, and 10 GB space we all will get, and 1024/768 resolution we all will have. But a minimum to bare minimum, you need 4 GB. If you have possible enough, make it upgraded to minimum 8 GB. 4 GB also system runs, um, but it's recommended to have as much as RAM, possible RAM you can. And then you need any point studio with seven version. I think I need to change my slide. There is a version got changed to 7.7, and runtime is 4.3. So we'll talk about all these points. What is 7.7 and run 4.3? Studio is something where you will do your development. It's like our notepad where you will write something. So it will comes with a runtime called 4.3. So MuleSoft version is 4.3. 4 is the major version and 3 is the minor version. You can download your studio and from this link. And for the future sessions, you need to have in any point platform account, and I will tell you whenever you need to create that. So and you need some REST client or some other REST client like Postman or advanced REST client. So you need to have this for your testing. So time being, you guys can go here and then download the studio. Download the studio, and then what next? So what you will get in my course, as I said, starting point. So these are like PowerPoints. Every session you will have a PowerPoint, and these PowerPoints are converted into the PDFs and will give it to you, and this will become your basic reading material. And then practice guides. So as we are in the remote basis, we may not have direct contact. So after the class, if you are practicing and if you get some doubt, there will be no one be there to help you out to solve this problem. I created practice guides. Again, I need to convert this into the PDFs. So I'll do that, and I will share these PDFs to you. Time being, I will share you this notepads for you to practice. Sample notepad is this. So I will provide you step by step approach even including a small point. So after completing our sessions, you can go and do practice by seeing the session. Okay, so that is how you are comfortable in practicing as well. And these videos will be recorded and will shared with you on the YouTube. So this is only for private mode. Those who have registered for my course, they only get it. So what happened to this? Sign in. Oops. Why this account is not eligible to use YouTube? What the hell? No. Girish, can you check? Are you able to open my YouTube or not? Your Google Express Style limited access is temporary. Oops. I think this is the one. Are you able to access? I think I have logged into my personal user. Okay, no problem. So you will get the class sessions in the YouTube, and then apart from that, you will get an lifetime access to my course. You can pay once and you can take any number of retakes. And end-to-end project at the end of the sessions, I will share you two projects at the end of our sessions to practice. And with our course, if you follow my material in the PDF and as well as um, and these practice guides and the given projects, if you practice these things, you will comfortably clear the interviews. You will comfortably go and work on the projects without any hesitation. What you need to do is you need to put your efforts in learning the content. So end to end projects, two projects for the practice. So, and even in our course, we will develop a small example and we will try to convert that into a small project with the industry standards, how industry will develop the projects using the mule. So with our training, anyone can easily clear the certification as well. And optional things you will get is resume preparation. If you approach me after the session to help out in the resume, I will help you out. And then mock interviews, if you are preparing for the interviews, and then you are before you going to interview, if you ask me to take a mock interview, I will take a mock interview. And if you need someone from an industry and if you want his help to get an interview, uh, even I will help you out on that, but that is an with star condition. So so whoever wants to claim experience on the mule and you want to get a job, you will get a special guidance if you approach me. But as a trainer, what I will practice is still this point, what I will promise you is still this point. So depending on my availability, if you approach me, I will help you on these points as well. Okay, so that's all about the training. So I'm stopping the recording here.